Hey, Crypto Growth fam, how's it going? This is your host Shazib signing in. We're back with another video, folks. XDC network, why boring is good. It's going to be an interesting one, guys, so make sure to watch till the end. And, folks, for those of you who are new to the channel, we primarily discuss utility coins and potential gems. If you're interested in any of that stuff, then subscribe the channel and hit the notification icon for regular videos. Anyways, folks, let's see why boring is good. Before that, let's see what's happening with XDC in real time in the past week. Basically, this is XDC official. April has been packed with ecosystem momentum across Australia, Dubai, and beyond. Let's dive into the latest from XDC Network. XDC Weekly, April 20th to April 26th, 2025. Let's check this out, folks. Look at this. The Dhaka Conference. XDC Network will be supporting the Digital Economy Conference 2025 as a sponsor. Hosted by the Digital Economy Council of Australia, the event will take place June 16th to June 18th in Gold Coast, focusing on advancing Australia's digital asset and Web3 landscape. Basically, XDC Network is going down under. Australia is one of the is becoming one of the digital asset hubs, not only in the region but entire globe, folks. We've seen so many events happening in Australia lately in terms of blockchain, in terms of innovation, in terms of crypto market. It is splendid, in my opinion. Look at this. XDC Mana podcast. In the latest XDC Mana podcast, Rebecca Dawson speaks with May Jehani, co-founder of Eka Finance, about how Eka is using AI to enhance DeFi, aggregate cross-chain liquidity, and build next-generation decentralized exchange solutions on the XDC network. Folks, a project is as good as basically a network is as good as the projects built on it. So let's hope that good projects are built on top of it. There have been quite some scams as well. Built on it, a lot of different networks, folks, and in my opinion, XDC as well. There have been instances where we've seen scams, but let's hope that legit good projects are built on top of it to further the legitimacy, the credibility of the network, and it can really enhance DeFi and different solutions, cross-chain solutions. This is really good. What else do we have? Just a moment. Okay, so ETH Dubai. Let's check this out, folks. This was really good. I'm going to be showing you this in a moment as well. Where is it? I think this was it, yeah. Look at this, live from Dubai. We're at the RWA Gulf Summit 2025, exploring the future of tokenization. Our very own Max Wolf took the stage to discuss building the backbone of RWA tokenization, infrastructure, breakthroughs, and challenges. Let's keep building. So, as we can see, folks, that projects like XDC Network, they do not make the noise. They build behind the scenes, and building behind the scenes is always boring without constant shilling, without constant baseless, irrational, and senseless shilling. Look at this. Building the backbone of RWA tokenization, infrastructure breakthroughs and challenges. Let's look at the names over here. Who are they who have been involved? We've got Kale Liu over here. Kale Liu, CEO of Hashkey Ecolabs Hashkey Chain, basically. Then we've got Marwan Kawadri. Look at this, head of EMEA BNB Chain. Is this a sign that the connections are being made and the listing happens? Because I do not care much about listings, to be very, very honest. The reason is that I remember who was it from the team? I do not specifically remember the name, but someone from the XDC network team once said that these listings do not matter in the long haul. They're only there to shill the projects that do not have proper use cases for the long haul. Anyways, this is Zara, Esterman, but good listings are good, obviously. Global tokenization partnerships lead Chainlink. Look at the names. Chainlink is becoming a brand name as well, folks. So this is really good. And then we've got Phil Langton, Chief Operating Officer, Copper Securities. We've got Karan Gandhi, Partner, Cipher Capital. We've got Maximilian Jungreis, Head of Crypto and Digital Assets, Plug and Play. This is great. RWA Gulf and rubbing shoulders with this class of people, like-minded people, forging partnerships. It is also always good. Accelerating mass adoption of RWA tokenization. I mean, this is great. Okay, so just a moment. Yeah, ETH Dubai. What did XDC do in ETH Dubai? I showed you the people involved. The XDC network team will be at. Okay, so this is the new one, I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll say sorry for this because this is April 28th to 2020 to 29 2025. Okay, we have already been there. Okay, my bad. At booth number 5, showcasing real-world asset tokenization, Deepin is a really, really good narrative for the future, folks. It is gaining ground as well. DeFi, although we've seen the glimpses of DeFi in Ethereum, in Binance, in Solana, but DeFi is way more than just memes and chilling, constant. Decentralized finance is the future and regulated. I'll rephrase it. The regulated decentralized finance is the future, folks, not just your random DeFi. So yeah, and XDC, as you all know, it is focusing on decentralization. It is focusing on regulation, compliance. Attendees can connect with the XDC team, explore innovative blockchain solutions. It has already happened, and join side events at the XDC office in Dubai. So yeah. Okay, what else do we have? This is Ken Casey Chapman. Great conversation with Ray Fuentes, filming a podcast in the Dubai headquarters of XDC Network discussing XDC tokenization, trade finance, the pivot of the US market, pending US legislation, and my journey in blockchain, digital assets, and crypto. This is great. Trade fintech, powered by none other than obviously XDC Network. Some smiley faces. Podcasts are good, folks. It is really good to exchange some information, exchange ideas, and forge partnerships as well. This is Zach Spreel. XDC is one of, if not the most credible real-world utility assets in crypto. It is not just connected to institutions, it is being integrated by them. Member of the ITFA, the R3 Corda compatible, used by 90% of global banks, partnered with SBI, a powerhouse in Asian banking, integrated with trade tech. Look at so much happening. This is why we're saying that, yeah, if this is boring, then boring is indeed good, folks. If people think that constant shilling, constant pump and dumps, if that is good, if that appeals the people, the masses, then in my opinion, we cannot say anything. But if this is boring, then boring is indeed good, folks. Selected for a $500 million RWA initiative with Licky, one of the very few tokens available through Securitize. Now, this one is huge. As you all know, Securitize has collaborations, has connections with none other than BlackRock. Look at this, backed by BlackRock. I mean, this is awesome. Partnered with Archex, the UK's first regulated digital securities exchange, custodian, and broker. Awesome. The USTY BlackRock managed US Treasury Fund is tokenized and available on XDC Network. And there is so much more to add, but will require me to write a 10-page essay. XDC is already part of the system that runs global finance. And folks, XDC network is oftentimes taken for granted. Even in the utility space, people talk about XRP, people talk about other projects as well. XDC network is taken lightly, but the use case it can provide in the long haul, it can be huge. Obviously, the team needs to deliver. That is the criteria. They needs to constant develop, build, construct the network, build partnerships. So that is good, great. If you know, you know. If you don't, you will. I mean, this one is really, really great. If you know, you know. If you don't, you will. Let me like this. Let me bookmark this as well because I really like this one. Let me repost this. A really interesting post by Mr. Zach. Okay. Spry over here says that Ethereum was the spark, XDC is the fire. Look at this. Let's see why XDC is the fire. Okay, KYC enabled masternode. Yes, this is XDC in the midst of it all. Cost per transaction $0.401. Smart contract support. Yes. On-chain governance. Yes. Slashing. Block time 2 second. Operational since 2019. Energy consumption 0.5074 TWH. Transaction per second TPS 2000 plus. By the way, a lot of people say that there are so many different projects that are out in the space. I'm going to be sharing something with you. First, let's see the consensus algorithm, XDPOS. Okay, so about the transaction per second. Let me tell you something important. A lot of people say that the transactions per second are a certain project has so much. It has got 60,000, 50,000, 100,000 plus transactions per second. But folks, this is not just the only metric that matters. If you've got a project that has got so much transactions per second but nobody uses it, what's the need, what's the requirement? You just need a specific amount of TPS that you can utilize in the future, folks. An amount of TPS that the institutions can adapt to, and XDC will increase this as well as per the institutional demand, as per the enterprise's demand. But the partnerships, the usage, is it all matters. The use case, the utility, that is what matters. You just need a certain amount of TPS that can handle multiple tasks, enterprise tasks, institutional tasks, and that is about it, in my opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. So that is enough. Look at this. This is Merlin the trader. ISO 20022 is going live, the banks are ready, and somehow only 6 cryptos are compliant. Look at the names, folks. Only 6 cryptos out there: hbar, XRP, Algorand, IOTA, XLM, and none other than XDC network, folks. All built for tokenization. By the way, where is QNT? QNT is compatible as well. We cover QNT as well. And we've seen signs of compatibility with SHX as well. SHX, I think, it has an infrastructure that might be able to integrate with the new structure. So yeah, all enterprise ready, all quiet. But obviously these are the main names, including QNT as well. All quiet, all boring. So everything is boring when it comes to utility. It is almost like they were chosen. By the way, if we say they are boring, they are quiet. Even people were saying that they are the dino coins, and you saw what the dino coins did back a few months ago. They flew. It blew the entire market away. This how fast these dino coins move as well. Look at this, my top 6 ISO 20022 picks. ISO 20022 message over here. Bang, 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 and then these projects in the midst of it all. I mean, awesome. The infrastructure is being built. XDC is probably the ISO coin I see get the least hate. Okay, why is that? And I think there's a good reason to it. What is that? They simply stay in their own lane and build for pure utility. Their focus isn't hype narratives with 50 plus competitors. This is what we're talking about, folks. Not hype, they're just building behind the scenes, boring. It is purely tokenization of global trade, a specialization. They know their domain, they know what they're good at, and they are trying to run away with it. Okay, this is great. There's nothing else that is quite in their lane with regards to the public DLT space. As we've discussed in the past, names like the United Nations, the World Trade Organization, Digital Standards Initiative, and so many more have already shown their backings for XDC network. And well, even with regards to sovereign national governments, we've seen the same. Governments being involved from Singapore, UK to Zanzibar. Every government, folks, in the world is going to be somewhere down the line involved with these good projects, and including XDC network as well. It is simply establishing blockchain infrastructure for the upcoming age of digital trade. If we are looking at it from a fundamental perspective, it is true that XDC does indeed play into RWA tokenization, which I've told you time and again is a multi-trillion dollars industry disrupting 19 trillion by 2030, and it is going to be exponentially growing from that point onward. That I'm going to be telling you as well. But the thing is that XDC doesn't conform to the narratives. Rather, XDC's always been focused on this. It just so happens that tokenization is now such a trending topic in this space. That is the beauty to what XDC is doing. They're not bending over to fit some narrative. The rising trend of RWA tokenization just so happens to fit like a glove with all XDC is doing. I mean, this is awesome. The infrastructure that XDC is trying to build. This is great, and it is all quiet and boring, folks. But like I said, boring is good. And do you believe that? Do you think that boring is indeed good when it comes to XDC network? I would really like your opinions. Do hit the comment box below and let the community know. Anyways, guys, this was it for the video. If you liked it, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification icon if you're interested in utility coins and potential gems. And you can also check Decent and their discounts by following the links in the description box below. Until next time, stay blessed and stay tuned. Thank you very much, everyone.